I left my boyfriend when his ex died, and he expected me to become a mom overnight. I've been dating Jake for 2 years now. He has 2 kids, a 6-year-old boy and 4-year-old girl, but they lived with his ex 3 states away. I only saw them during summer vacation and Christmas, which was perfect because I made it clear from day one that I cannot be a parent. When I was 12, my mom basically dumped my 5 younger siblings on me. I changed diapers, made bottles, got them ready for school every morning while she worked or partied or whatever. I raised those kids until I turned 18 and got out of there. I went no contact with my whole family because I was done being everyone's free babysitter. Jake said he understood completely. He got a vasectomy after his daughter was born and didn't want more kids anyway. He was fine with me just being the fun bonus adult when his kids visited. Everything was working great. Then 2 months ago, his ex died in a car accident. The kids were devastated and had to move in with Jake full-time since he was their only parent left. Poor kids lost their mom and their whole life got turned upside down. Jake panicked and begged me to move in temporarily to help him figure things out. He'd never had the kids more than 2 weeks at a time, and suddenly he's a single dad with 2 traumatized children. I felt terrible for him and said yes. Big mistake. Within a week, I was doing everything. Making breakfast, packing lunches, doing bedtime routines, helping with homework. Jake was so overwhelmed with work and grief counseling that he basically disappeared, leaving me to handle 2 grieving kids by myself. The worst part was his daughter got really attached to me. She'd follow me around the house, climb into my bed at night, and constantly ask me to do things exactly like her mommy used to. When I made her soup, she'd cry because I didn't cut the crackers the right way. When I sang her lullabies, she'd sob because my voice wasn't the same. Last week, she got sick with a cold and turned into this clingy mess. She wanted me to take her temperature every hour, make special tea, and rock her to sleep. When I tried to hand her off to Jake so I could get some work done, she had a complete meltdown. That night, I told Jake he needed to step up because I was drowning. I'd been working from home while basically being a full-time nanny, and my mental health was falling apart. I was having flashbacks to being 12 years old and responsible for everyone. Jake looked at me and said, "They need you more than me right now. You're basically their mom." I felt like someone punched me in the stomach. I told him I couldn't do this anymore, that I never signed up to be a mother, and that he needed to figure something else out. He completely lost it and started yelling about how I was being selfish and childish. He said I needed to grow up and stop running away from responsibility, that these kids had lost everything and I was abandoning them too. But that's exactly what I was afraid would happen. I knew if I stayed, I'd become their mom by default. I'd spend the next 14 years raising kids I never wanted while Jake got to be the fun dad who swooped in occasionally. So I packed my stuff yesterday morning while Jake was at work and the kids were at school, left a note saying I was sorry, but I couldn't do it anymore. Now Jake's blowing up my phone, calling me heartless and selfish. He's telling everyone that I abandoned grieving children. His mom even called me a monster. But I know myself. I know I would have ended up resenting those kids, and that's not fair to them either.